What's up, gamers? Mass Gamer here. Today I am going to bring you my first impressions and somewhat of a review of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I'll tell you, this is my first experience with it that you are seeing on screen, so I haven't edited anything out really. I kind of go through the character selection screen. Looks like the graphics are pretty. It's a good looking game. Definitely has nice textures. Looks good. There's a lot of different customizations that you can do. Looks like the progression throughout the game is going to be pretty cool. If you want to play it that long, not sure if you will or not. Not sure if I will or not either. So really, there's a few different things that you have. You can choose either Ghost or Bodark. And there are a lot of different customizations you can do. The customization screen, it feels a little bit clunky. Yes, I know it's just a beta. I understand that. I'm telling you my experience of the beta itself. Obviously you're going to move up in rank, similar to other shooters. You get more points. You get more points to unlock different things, different types of weapons and everything. But look how much customization there is. You can customize each of those pieces there. Seems a little bit much for me. I mean, it's kind of a good idea, but I really think the logistics of it and how much difference you're going to find in your weapons is going to be interesting to see if it all works out. Haven't played it enough to level up enough to be able to tell you if that's the case. You can paint them all different weapons, and you have a taser, which is a stun gun, taser, whatever you want to call it, which is pretty cool. But with all the customization, I mean, that is cool and everything, but I don't know how much of a difference it's gonna make in the overall level of play in it. I mean, if you really change out the trigger, you're gonna be able to tell. If you change out the firing pin, are you gonna be able to tell? I mean, who knows? It just seems to be too much coding, and who knows how much of it's actually functional. If I'm wrong, or if you know better than me, let me know. I'm basically telling you what my first experience is with this game. I did pre-order one copy. I was going to pre-order a couple of copies so that Sheila and I could both play it because she's a big Rainbow Six fan. I've never really been a fan of the tactical shooters, the slow-moving shooters. It's just not fun to me. I mean, I get you want to be realistic. I understand that part of it, but at the end of the day, it's a video game. You want the excitement of a video game. So I messed around with that a little bit, but it was a little bit clunky, and I really didn't want to spend a whole lot of time on it. I really wanted to get to the meat and potatoes of the game and get out there shooting. So you got equipment. You start out with a camera. I didn't even try it. It didn't seem necessary or like something that I would want to do. And what you do is every time you fix your loadout, you get to test everything out, which is cool. I think that's a good idea. Guess what I did? I exited. I don't care. I want to go shoot people. So Sheila and I, we tested this game, went ahead and started the game, and this is a third-person shooter, and they've added some cool things to the game, some different, what do you call it, some different aspects of the game that could make it really cool. The only thing is, I don't know how cool it's going to be. When you put it all together, I just don't know if it's going to make sense. My feel from the game so far, as you're going to see from the gameplay, is that it gets a little bit campy. I'm a Call of Duty player, Counter-Strike player, Battlefield player. I play all the more high-paced, fast action, shoot 'em up games that are a good time. And this just doesn't have that feel. It's a little bit tactical, and I could see it being team-based and all that good stuff, but the thing is, I didn't really feel that in the game. One of the things you'll notice is you switch which side your gun is. So kind of like paintball. If you've ever played paintball, you always want to be shooting with the side of your gun that's out so that your body's concealed around the corners. Here I'm just kind of getting familiar with the controls a little bit. As you can see, I mean, it's a beautiful game. It's gorgeous. It looks smooth. Textures are amazing. Iron sight, that was one of the problems I had with the game, is you have 3 different aiming modes. You have this mode right here when you're just walking around, your crosshair's a little bit up. Then you pull your trigger, and then your aim tightens up a little bit, and the camera zooms in, and then you have the iron sights. The problem with the iron sights is that they are really, really slow. So it's really difficult to use them, and they're so big that your accuracy just gets screwed up, I guess, best way to call it, best way to say it. So here's my first encounter with an enemy. So you can tell how difficult using those iron sights is. So my first run, I get lucky, shot a cloaked guy right there, got a few kills right off the bat. Like I said, the game is just gorgeous, and you know, I think I'll definitely be playing the single player, but to be honest, I don't really know if the multiplayer is going to work. To my liking, anyway. Some people might like it. I don't know. We'll see. I definitely don't think this is going to take a dent out of any of the Call of Duty fans or any of the Battlefield fans. I just don't see it happening. This is a completely different game all in itself. For somebody that's, you know, more about tactics, slow play, and even camping, this might be for you, but that's just not the type of player that I am, as you'll be able to see from here. I mean, I can't sit still for a second. So you can see you can either spawn on your team, or you can spawn at your starting point there. So you can see I fired from the hip right there with the ACR, and got that guy. He had no idea that I was there. So you can see I'm just running, ready to get to the next objective and shoot somebody in the face.
Alright, we pulled that off the sensor.
One thing that you're gonna notice is the grenades are really weird. And by weird, it just has a weird feel to it. They're really slow, and the trajectory of them just feels goofy and just different, you know. I'd say the biggest redeeming quality of this game is the graphics. You know, I think they tried to do too much with everything else to make it so complicated that it's not fun. You know, so I skipped all of the other junk, and I just went to just straight running around, because that was really the best thing I could figure out to do with this game. But man, I gotta say, hands down, the game is really nice looking. It does have a realistic feel for a video game. You know, I'm pretty impressed. Sheila was telling me that she feels that it's more like Battlefield, as far as the feel of it, the look of it, which, you know, I guess I agree to a point, but not completely.
I need some ammo.
So here you can see I'm checking out the battlefield. You can already see people starting to camp. I mean, they're hiding behind boxes, you know, which I guess is part of the tactics-oriented gameplay, but I don't know. I just don't like it. There's nothing else I could say. So here I get a few kills here. Guys running out. I just mow them down. Man, that iron sight is just. Do you see how clunky it is? I mean, you can't see through it at all. So here I go. I was hurt to the point where I guess I'm waiting for a medic. So I figure I'd wait around, see if anybody could figure out how to revive me, since I was taking point there and taking out a couple of the enemies here. I'll tell you, I mean, the game looks really amazing. I'm sure that the single player is going to be phenomenal, and it's going to be a really good time. But then again, the multiplayer, I just don't know if it's going to work out. But instead of a kill cam, it's assessment of what happened to you, and you kind of go through and see what happened, what was going on around you, so you can get an idea of how to move up the battlefield. And here's the other thing: I had no idea what the objective was. This game is a moving objective. I really couldn't figure it out. I don't think I ever even got to the objective. But you'll see at the end of the game, somehow we won. You know, I've heard other people talking about all the great features of the game, but I just don't know how playable it's going to be. You know, the running, it kind of reminds me of Gears of War, which is cool. Love Gears of War. It's a great series. There's a lot of good things about that game, but you know, then again, the multiplayer just really didn't do it for me. Now, I know there's people out there that are going to be pissed off at me because you know, of how much they love it. Here's another good one. Recall, yeah, get a couple good ones here. You know, that's the thing, you're like dashing all funny.
Russians activated the EMP.
See, it just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of skill. It's like you aim it in the general directions and hope that your bullets hit. And if you want to get a little bit more, accurate, you have to aim down the sights. But then you have that thing just blocking your entire screen. You can't see anything. It's crazy. And then I thought I shot that guy in the face. If that was any other game, I would have shot that guy in the face. I guess back to the gameplay of it. I ended up actually putting up a decent score for my first time. Playing the game, not really knowing the map. I think just from this map, I think the maps are designed well. I feel that this would be a really cool Call of Duty map. Really, it's not super campy. I know it's designed for this game to have, you know, these little boxes to sit behind and all that stuff, but I think for Call of Duty this would be a pretty cool little game for a pretty cool little map for Modern Warfare 3 or Black Ops, whatever. I think the map design, if this is any idea of what they're going to be like, I think they're going to be laid out pretty cool. So it's more like moving up the field with your team. You can see I'm killing some more guys. But see how I am right there hiding behind that? That's what everybody's going to do. They're all going to hide behind a box, camp, shoot at a guy, pop back down, shoot at a guy, pop back up. See, I switch my stance there from the left to the right. Kind of cool feature. A little bit more realistic, because that's what you would be doing in real life. And you can see the grenades are just kind of goofy. They're just kind of goofy the way that they fly through the air. Yeah, so back to the gameplay here. You can see what I do. I just rush and shoot, kill a guy or two, die, or rush, shoot, kill a guy or two. I'm not seeing all the tactics and everything else that would be used in this game effectively. I mean, if you're a decent shot in any other shooting games, you'll be able to shoot in this as well. Like I said, it's more of a spray and pray kind of a feel. But I would say maybe if they make some tweaks to it, make it a little bit more fluid feeling. That's part of the thing. There's so much going on, so many different stances and the way that you're running around, and it feels clunky. If they were able to tighten it up, it could probably be a pretty cool game. And it does have potential. So like I said, I know this is a beta. I do understand that. But you know, just see, look at the grenade. It just like kind of floats through the air and has a long tail that falls. I don't know. It just doesn't feel. That's a really unrealistic thing. I mean, you're not going to be seeing a trail past your grenade, and if this is trying to be a fully realistic game, I mean, it's kind of silly. I don't like the grenade at all. I think it's dumb. They need to either fix it or take it out or change it. I don't know. Because if you can imagine throwing a 3-pound incendiary grenade, how that would look. You know, some of the games just don't get it. Others get it pretty well. I mean, in the Call of Duty game, I think that's a little bit more realistic of how a grenade would travel and how the trajectory would be. I mean, look, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't fly naturally. And I'm not sure what ability that is where you can see people through the walls there, but you can, which I don't know. It just kind of kills it. I think that I get it's the future soldier thing, but that's going to really take out the element of surprise. It is going to stop some of the camping, but if everybody knows that everybody knows where everybody else is, then everybody knows where everybody else is. Like that guy, he could have known where I was if he was paying attention. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. I'm going to play it a little bit more. If my opinion on this changes, I will let you know. But I don't think it's going to unless they make some pretty drastic changes. Just too much going on. Hate the aiming down the sides. It's terrible. Unless they change it drastically, it's just not going to make a difference in the game. I mean, I used it a few times because I was trying to really get a feel for it. Oh, I get a pistol kill here. Check that. Oh, here it comes. Pistol ownage. Ran out of ammo. I wasn't sure how to get more ammo or pick up a gun. So. Oh no! Yeah, the aiming down the sights with the pistol wasn't too bad. What am I gonna do here? I don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, it seems that you die about the same as you do in Call of Duty, just a regular match. So damage is good, but I don't know. I think there's just too much going on is really the end of the day. You'd really have to put a lot of time into it to be proficient. And I'm sure that if you did, you'd just be able to completely own everybody else that plays it, because I don't really see a lot of people playing the heck out of this game. We'll just have to see what the sales numbers say and how many people really are playing it and what the stats end up being. But we'll just have to see how that works out. So,
team activated the sensor.
anyways, I think I've rambled on enough about the game. I'm just going to go ahead and back myself out of this commentary here. Let you finish this up so you can, you know, get a little bit more of a feel for what's going on if you didn't pre-order and get a beta code. So, anyways, guys, hope you found this helpful. Hopefully it'll let you know if it's the type of game that you want to play. A lot of people it will be, a lot of people it won't. So, anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed my videos. I appreciate everybody's support. If you enjoy any of our videos, please subscribe. And if you don't, please subscribe. We could appreciate the support, and we'll definitely return the favor. So, until next time, Masked Gamers out.
Going out. Sensor data secure. Well done. We've located an EMP device. Destroy it with charges.
Give me a resupply! Brad,
1 minute to go.
I need a resupply here!
We've got a charge planted. Get clear.
I need some ammo! Frag out!
A hostile intercepted our comm codes. Take him out.
Good work. The battle's